Are you tired of the Eiffel Tower and looking for something different in France? You're not alone. While Paris often steals the spotlight, France is brimming with hidden gems, charming towns, and awe-inspiring landscapes that deserve just as much attention. We recently took a road trip across the French countryside, and what we found blew us away. Coastal villages, medieval fortresses, lavender fields, and alpine peaks that gave us a whole new love for this beautiful country. France completely stole our hearts. Sure, we've all seen the Eiffel Tower, Louvre Museum, and other famous attractions, but once we started exploring beyond Paris, we discovered a whole new side to the country. We adore harming villages tucked into the hills, loved sunlit coastal towns, and lavender-filled countryside. Our every stop felt like stepping into a dream. What we loved most was how each region had its own rhythm, flavor, and warmth. Whether we were savoring a glass of wine in Provence or wandering quiet medieval streets in Alsace, we felt connected to the culture, the history, and the simple beauty of everyday life in France. It's the kind of place that lingers in your memory long after you've left. Nestled in the French Alps, Annecy looks like it belongs in a fairy tale. Its cobblestone streets, pastel-colored houses, and canals weaving through the old town gave us serious Venice vibes, but with a mountain backdrop. The crystal-clear Lake Annecy is perfect for paddleboarding or taking a relaxing boat cruise, and the panoramic views from Chateau d'Annecy made us gasp out loud. We would highly recommend to visit on a Tuesday or Friday for the local market, cheese, pastries, and fresh flowers galore. Did you know that Lake Annecy is known as the cleanest lake in Europe, thanks to strict environmental regulations? Next, we headed northeast to Colmar, a town that felt like stepping into a Disney movie. With its half-timbered houses, canal-lined streets, and overflowing flower boxes, Colmar is a feast for the eyes. We wandered through La Petite Venise, tasted regional wines at a family-run vineyard, and devoured flame-grilled tarte flambée at an outdoor cafe. Based on our experience, we would suggest to rent a bike and explore the nearby Alsatian wine route. It's scenic and delicious. Did you know that Colmar inspired the village in Disney's Beauty and the Beast? We thought it's a cool fact. From charming to epic, we made our way to Carcassonne, one of the most impressive medieval cities in Europe. The fortified citadel, with its double-walled defenses and 52 towers, felt like walking into a Game of Thrones set. We spent hours exploring the castle, strolling the ramparts, and sipping wine in candlelit restaurants within the walls. Based on our first-hand visit, we highly recommend staying overnight inside this old medieval city. It's truly magical once the tour buses leave. Exploring the quiet, crowd-free streets offers a whole new level of travel, especially for fans of Game of Thrones. Did you know that Carcassonne is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and has been continuously inhabited since the Roman era? Next stop on our journey. Lyon was a major highlight of our trip, and not just because of the food, though that was unforgettable. This dynamic city blends Roman ruins with Renaissance architecture and is a dream for culture and cuisine lovers. We explored hidden traboules, secret passageways, climbed Fourvière Hill for panoramic views, and got lost in the Silk Weavers district. We suggest you book a food tour, just like we did, in Vieux-Lyon. It's the best way to taste local specialties like quenelles and cervelle de canut. Did you know that Lyon has more restaurants per capita than anywhere else in France, making it the ultimate foodie destination? We then headed south to Avignon, a sun-soaked city on the banks of the Rhône River. The towering Palais des Papes, Palace of the Popes, gave us chills with its Gothic grandeur. We caught a live performance at the famous Avignon Theatre Festival and strolled the Pont Saint-Michel, aka the Bridge to Nowhere. We encourage you to visit in July to experience the Festival d'Avignon, France's biggest celebration of performing arts. Did you know that Avignon was the seat of the Catholic popes in the 14th century before the Vatican moved back to Rome? Seeking coastal scenery, we drove north to Étretat, a seaside town famous for its white chalk cliffs and natural arches. Standing atop the cliffs with the wind in our hair and the English Channel stretching out before us was a surreal moment. We hiked the paths along the coast, admired Monet's painting spots, and feasted on oysters right by the sea. Our advice is for you to bring good walking shoes. Some of the cliff paths can be steep, but totally worth it. Did you know that Claude Monet painted Étretat's cliffs over 80 times? From the cliffs of Étretat, we continued west to one of the most iconic landmarks in all of France, Mont Saint-Michel. Rising out of the sea like something from a fantasy novel, this medieval abbey sits atop a rocky island connected to the mainland by a causeway that disappears at high tide. As we approached, the mist slowly cleared to reveal spires reaching skyward and stone walls wrapped in sea breeze. It was absolutely surreal. We wandered up the winding streets filled with tiny shops and creperies until we reached the top, where the abbey offers panoramic views of the bay. Time seemed to slow here. We even stayed for the tide change and watched as the sea surrounded the island, cutting it off like an ancient fortress. We suggest you to check tide schedules before you visit. High tide transforms the landscape, and it's one of the few places in the world where tides rise so fast they've been called at the speed of a galloping horse. Did you know that Mont Saint-Michel was once entirely unreachable during high tide? Today, a modern causeway allows safe access, but the tides are still powerful and dramatic. After our magical stop at Mont Saint-Michel, we drove south toward the warmth and charm of Provence and the French Riviera, where the scent of lavender gave way to salty Mediterranean breezes. Our journey continued with Aix-en-Provence, and then led us to two vibrant coastal cities that stole our hearts, Marseille and Nice. To continue our adventure, we basked in the sunshine of Aix-en-Provence, a southern gem filled with fountains, narrow alleys, and morning markets. We sipped rosé under plane trees, explored Cézanne's old studio, and drove through endless fields of lavender. The scent alone was unforgettable. Based on our experience, we can suggest to visit from mid-June to mid-July to catch the lavender in full bloom. Did you know that Aix-en-Provence is known as the City of 1,000 Fountains? From Aix, it was just a short ride to Marseille, France's oldest city and one of the most culturally rich places we've ever explored. With its bustling port, colorful street art, and fresh seafood markets, Marseille felt raw, real, and refreshingly unpolished. We climbed up to Basilique Notre-Dame de la Garde for sweeping views of the city and sea, then strolled through Le Panier, the oldest quarter, with its maze-like streets and vibrant murals. A boat ride to Calanque National Park was the highlight. Limestone cliffs, turquoise water, and hidden beaches that felt like another world. We also tried bouillabaisse, the city's signature fish stew, right at the harbor where the boats dock. Our recommendation is to take a ferry to Château d'If, made famous in The Count of Monte Cristo. The views are unbeatable, har. Did you know that Marseille has more than 2,600 years of history and was originally founded by Greek sailors in 600 BC? Our next stop brought us to Nice, the dazzling capital of the French Riviera. With its Promenade des Anglais, pebbled beaches, and pastel buildings in the old town, Nice, it felt like the perfect mix of elegance and relaxation. We spent our mornings swimming in the Mediterranean and our afternoons wandering colorful markets where the scent of fresh lavender, olives, and soca, a local chickpea pancake, filled the air. The views from Castle Hill, Colline du Château, were stunning, especially at sunset. And thanks to Nice's location, we also took quick day trips to Monaco and Aix, both just a short train ride away. It's our suggestion that you stay in or near the Old Town to soak in the local vibe and access great food and nightlife. Did you know that Nice has over 300 days of sunshine a year, making it one of the sunniest places in France? After enjoying the relaxed vibe of Nice, we headed to Cannes, known for its red carpets and film festival glamour. But beyond the spotlight, Cannes offered so much more. A walk along La Croisette revealed palm-lined beaches, chic boutiques, and shimmering hotels. The peaceful charm of Le Souquet, the Old Town, surprised us with its quiet streets and local feel. We spent the afternoon sipping espresso at a shady cafe, then took a boat to the nearby Léron Islands, calm, pine-scented, and full of hidden coves. As the sun set, the sea turned gold and the sky blushed pink. It was pure Riviera magic. Our advice is to visit outside of May to avoid crowds and find better hotel deals. Don't miss the peaceful boat trip to Île Sainte-Marguerite. Did you know that the Cannes Film Festival, launched in 1946, lasts just a few weeks? So the red carpet isn't out year-round. No trip to France is complete without diving into its legendary cuisine, and we made it a point to try as much as possible. From cozy village kitchens to lively market stalls, every region had something delicious to offer. Ratatouille? We discovered this vibrant veggie stew in Aix-en-Provence. Made with tomatoes, zucchini, and herbs, it was simple, hearty, and full of sunshine. Perfect with crusty bread after a day in the lavender fields. Quenelles de brochet. In Lyon, we tasted these fluffy pikefish dumplings in a creamy nantua sauce. Another local dish is tarte flambée. In Colmar, we loved this crispy Alsatian flatbread topped with crème fraîche, onions, and bacon. Like a French-style pizza, perfect with local Riesling. Crêpe. Whether sweet with Nutella and bananas or savory with ham and cheese, crepes became our go-to snack all over France. We found the best ones in Brittany and Paris, but really, you can't go wrong anywhere. Camembert and Comté. No French meal is complete without cheese, and these two became our favorites. Camembert is soft and creamy with a bold flavor, while Comté, from the Jura region, is nutty, aged, and absolutely delicious. Perfect for picnics or post-dinner treats. Pain au chocolat, our daily breakfast ritual. These flaky, buttery pastries with rich chocolate inside were our morning fuel from Normandy to Nice. Honestly, we're still dreaming about them. French cuisine is more than just food. It's a way of life. And experiencing it across different regions made our journey that much richer. Whether you're eating in a Michelin-starred restaurant or a village cafe, every bite feels like a celebration of local culture and tradition. If you enjoyed the journey, don't forget to hit the like button, share it with your fellow travelers, and subscribe to our channel for more adventures around the world. Please check the links in the description for recommended travel essentials. Let us know in the comments which French place is on your bucket list, or share your own travel tips. Remember, travel is not just about the destinations, but also the memories you create along the way. Thank you for watching, and let's the journey begins.